Hello and welcome back to Process of Elimination. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time, well, we woke up, found a whole bunch of detectives around us. We met with some new faces, such as Workaholic, Rowdy, and Shibuya. I mean, downtown, and other ones, but we kind of just explored this manor, tried to find some clues. Now, one room we found, Rowdy found like a scent of blood in the room and found a knife, and Techie used his little dog gadget thing to essentially track where the blood came from, and we end up going to this room after going through like a painting that hid a lot of that hid a room behind it, and we end up finding the dead body of senior detective, and he's dismembered and everything. It's kind of creepy, but right now it seems like the detective's number one suspect is potentially Wato Hojo, who is like, wait, what? I didn't do it. But it seems like a lot of people are having differing opinions, and in order to get everyone on the same page, Wato steps up and says, consider me to be the prime suspect so you guys can all work together, because you guys all going against each other is not helping anyone. So now that's where we are. We're trying to find out who killed senior detective, and yeah, let's head in. Maybe telling them to suspect me was too brazen a move after all.
正気かよあんた。せっかく俺たちが擁護してやってんのに自分から疑われてとか言いかれてんのか？
諦めずともいいではないか。急にどうしたのだ無能殿。
何も諦めていませんよ。僕だって疑われるのは嫌です。でも僕のせいで捜査が滞るのはもっと嫌なんです。僕は皆さんの推理力にかけたいんですよ。
I raised my voice with all my strength, my trembling hands balling into fists.
無能な僕自身よりも皆さんの方がずっと信じられる。皆さんが協力して捜査してくれれば真実を、僕が犯人でないことを証明してくれるって信じているんです。
The detectives silently take in my words. Not one of them speaks up. They all simply stare at me, incredulous. I guess my suggestion was overstepping my bounds. I only made them all even more distrustful of me. But I don't regret it. I'd much rather have these outstanding detectives suspect me than continuing arguing in vain.
我々なら君が犯人でないことを証明してくれると信じるか。
Oh, okay, female voice.
探偵冥利に尽きる言葉じゃないか。探偵諸君。
I hear a cold, beautiful voice behind me. My breath catches as I turn around.
さて、
Oh.
容疑者にここまで言われて、諸君らはどうする？
Oh, okay, that's another character in the box cover. It seems to be a very important character. Is she
いつ
gonna...
までも着地点のない討論を続けるのか、速やかに行動に移るのか、答えを聞きたいな。
Is she gonna be like the chief that they were talking about? I thought it was gonna be like Vadok, or however you pronounce that name, because they were like the founding member, but maybe she outranks a lot of the people here, and maybe the founder isn't on this island. Her hair is white as snow, her gleaming eyes purple like hydrangeas. Wait, I feel like I've said that before. I need to remember where I heard that. I know it was in the first episode. Was it? I don't remember. Was it about the girl that he saw 10 years ago? I'll have to look back to my previous footage. Her skin smooth with features like a porcelain doll. At our backs stand a far from ordinary girl. The others are visibly thrown off by her arrival. It's clear that she stands out, even amongst these prominent detectives.
リーダー、
Oh.
なぜこの場所に？到着したらエントランスへ迎えに行くと伝えていましたよね。
Okay, so clearly the Vadok, or I keep mispronouncing the name, but clearly that person that founded the DA is not going to be the chief. It's this person. So this person's the highest ranking detective here, most likely.
盟友である老子君が殺されたというのに、入り口でのほほんと待機などできようか。
Oh, man. She's kinda got a presence.
他の探偵たちを置いて、一人で先に来てしまったよ。
The girl workaholic called Chief speaks without a hint of timidity. Footsteps sound out from the passageway. Evidently, the other detectives follow her lead heading into this room.
地下室のこと報告していましたっけ？つ 通路の罠で怪我してはいけないから伝えていなかったと思うのですが。
Don't worry, we only lost 2 detectives on the way here. Wait, what?
エントランスの床を踏んだ際に足音が下に響いていくのを感じてな。試しに床に耳を当ててみれば君たちの声が聞こえるじゃないか。それで大体の構造は察したよ。地下通路への道は開いていたし、迷い要素がないだろ。
Oh wait, she said that she heard voices beneath her feet. Oh, that's actually kind of cool because we just established that this room is pretty much right below the entryway. So we can hear things that happen up there, but it also works vice versa. She was able to hear us complaining. So she was able to deduce where we were. That's actually pretty smart, yeah. The chief shares her amazing feats as though they were simply a matter of course. We worked so hard to find this underground room, and yet she found it by merely touching the floor. No wonder the others looked shocked. Teehee. Huh? I startle as the girl gives me a smile. Compared to how she treats the others, her gaze upon me feels more personal. You know what? I'm gonna check that video right now. I swear, when he said hydrangeas, it was about that girl that he was talking about from 10 years ago. Yeah, the description of the girl is, the girl's beautiful, with bewitching black hair, pure white skin, and light purple eyes reminiscent of hydrangeas. But she had black hair. I mean, I don't know how old this character is on screen right now, but at the very least, the descriptions are kind of similar. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Like, this girl gives me a personal smile, or personal gaze, but I don't know this person. It wouldn't be like, for example, I was going to say maybe the other girl had a relative who she talked to about us, but we didn't meet. I'm assuming Watto and the girl didn't meet until they were captured, unless they were childhood friends or something, but they wouldn't have the opportunity to actually tell anyone they knew about it. And like, we saw them get sliced, so like, I don't know. I have to have that in the back of my head. No, I'm probably mistaken. I must be.
君が噂の新入りくんだな。私は理想探偵。八崎港対策チームのリーダーを務めているものだ。
The ideal detective. Huh. I thought Workaholic was doing a good job until he accused me, but this person is apparently the cream of the crop.
先ほどはいい単価だったよ。君には期待しているから、その調子で物おじせず、どんどん意見を出すといい。
We just got a huge confidence booster. Let's go!
先ほどは取り乱してすみませんでした。他の探偵の皆さんも到着したら、事件の全容と私の推理を報告します。
ありがとう、社畜くん。助かるよ。ただ、勘違いをしていそうだから、最初にはっきりと言っておこう。この事件の容疑者は、私たち八崎港対策チームのメンバー全員だ。君にも、私にも、犯行が可能なトリックがあるんだよ。
Oh, wait, they're hiding one of her eyes. I wonder if that's going to be significant. I know they, Watto described the girl from 10 years ago as having, hydrangea. I need to look up how to pronounce that after this episode. But that color, that flower-colored eye. But, we didn't actually get to see it because the only CG we saw was of her getting stabbed and her hair was covering her eyes. Commotion erupts as the detectives speak over each other. Which, of course, is unsurprising. Other than me, nobody else was in the manor at the time Senior Detective died. On top of that, this murder required enough time for a full dismemberment. In what possible way could he have been killed? Ideal Detective has only just arrived here, but her hydrangea eyes, glimmer. I'm just gonna say purple for the moment until I discover how to pronounce them. Or actually, are they even? You know what? Screw it. Google, help me. All right, how do you pronounce it? Hydrangea. Okay, I wasn't super off, but hydrangea like eyes, glimmer like gems. If they picked up on something, like
事件の輪郭は見えた。あとは君たちと協力し、実像を捉えるだけだ。
Yeah, we gotta work together.
さあ、探偵諸君、反撃開始と行こうじゃないか。
Oh man, she demands your like attention. What presents? Soon enough, the other detectives join us at the scene.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
あなたまで先に行ってしまうとは。神はどこまで我々に試練を与えるというのか。
Okay, so we have 4 other detectives. One was, I think the woman, the taller one, with the giant knockers was the foodie one that we saw in the trailer. I don't know the other ones. There's a short one who seems to be holding a book. One that seems to be like into the occult maybe religious or something else. And I can't tell what the one on the left is.
この魔界探偵が必ずや犯人を地獄へ落とそう。煉獄の炎はさぞ熱かろうぞ。八つ咲き公よ。
There we go, the mystic detective.
いや、あなた別に老子探偵と仲良くなかったでしょう。と、少女は冷ややかに事実を述べた。
Oh, I'm assuming that is the black-haired pigtailed girl. She is going to talk in third person and saying stuff in third person. Okay.
我らの絆を愚弄するな、文学探偵。私たち探偵同盟のメンバーは魂で結びついたソウルメイト。交流の有無は関係ないのだ。
Okay, bungaku, which is bookie. So she's gonna be the book detective or something like that.
そんな気色悪い関係はごめん被りますが、八つ咲き子を許せないのは同意です。と、少女は旧敵への怒りで静かに拳を震わせた。
I guess it's less talking in third person and more like talking or narrating her own life. A middle-aged man in an anachronistic Western garments and black-haired girl clutching a hard-covered book approach the body, chatting. The man has a mien of a seasoned veteran. The girl, on the other hand, looks around 10, yet doesn't flinch at the sight of a corpse. Wait, damn, look at all these extremely young detectives. We saw at least 3 of them that are younger than us. Both of them must be experienced detectives.
探偵序列5位である私、多族探偵にはすでに真実がお見通しでしたよ。
The posh detective. I think that's the one on the left because I don't. Did they actually say? So there's a food detective. I don't remember if they actually said the name, but that was the one in the middle. Okay, number 5. That's even higher than the hard, overworked one. The woman dressed so elegantly that she looks out of place, jabs a finger at me. Yep, that's gonna be on the one on the left.
洋館で倒れてたというそこの庶民臭い男、無能探偵が犯人で決定ですわ。2階で見つかったナイフは館から出られず、凶器の処分に困った証拠ですもの。
Hold up. Hold up. How do you know my nickname? We literally never said it. At least I don't think we did.
また私の有能さをアピールしてしまいましたわね。リーダー交代の日は近いですわ。
How are you number 5? You're so dumb.
あらあ
At the
ら、
very least, you jumped the
その
gun.
推理は誤っているって理想ちゃんが言ってたわよ。
Oh my god, did she just say ara ara? Of course she would.
なんですってどうせデタラメな推理なのでしょ。そうなのでしょ、美食探偵。
Gourmet detective. I mean, she was a foodie, but I don't remember if they mentioned that or not. But judging from how Posh is talking, I'm assuming that Gourmet is gonna be really high rank, and that's not what I expected out of an extremely high ranked detective. The woman called Posh Detective speaks to someone in a motorcycle suit who smiles as if she's enjoying herself.
どうかしらね。そんなことよりも下道ちゃんの匂いがしないのだけど、どうしたのかしら。
Yeah, I was just thinking that we're missing one because there were supposed to be 6 others. It's ideal plus these 4.
ああ、下道探偵なら洋館へ着く前に今回の事件は興味が湧かないからサボると言っていたよ。
なんですって大先輩である老子探偵がお亡くなりになりましたのよ。一体何を考えておりますの。
Wait, what was his name? It was the Renegade Detective. What does that mean?
マイペースを崩さないのが彼のいいところだ。また別の事件で活躍してくれるだろうから好きにさせてあげよう。
リーダーであるあなたが甘いから序列上位の方々は命令無視が多いのですわよ。今回だって最高戦力である機密探偵も探偵紳士も来ていないじゃありませんの。
There's a classified detective and a detective gentleman. Huh. So now we have a majority of them. I think we have all of them except for Renegade. I'll check that out soon. Right now I'm gonna look at the lexicon. So classified. A detective alias handed down from generation to generation in the Iwai clan, the most prestigious family in the domestic detective industry. Just as the name suggests, they never act unless it concerns a case of utmost national secrecy. Oh, well, classified, of course, yeah. Even amongst the upper echelons of the Alliance, only a scant few have ever seen this individual. The clan has always acted under the guidance of the family head, Mikazuki Iwai, solving cases quickly and dispassionately. That's an interesting one. And Detective Gentleman. A genteel detective who is always wearing a suit. He styles his alias in reverse order because he... he did. I was like, why is the detective in the front? Because he sees himself more as a gentleman who is a detective rather than the other way around. His eccentricities are unrivaled within the DA. Despite being a talented investigator, he only accepts cases that suit his personal sensibilities. According to his apprentice, however, he is surprisingly easy to manipulate once a beautiful lady is involved. Wow. Okay. And let's look at the roster. We got a lot of new people. So the first one is this one, the Bookworm Detective. Inference is 6. That's the highest we've seen so far. Analyzation is 1, Inspection is 3, Assistance is 4, and Movement is 6. Bookworm Detective, number 15. Oh, that's really high. I think that's right behind Doleful. Cases solved, 43. Notable cases, the case of the Jujo family treasure. Did we ever see that actually? Jujo family treasure. I'm gonna skim over really quickly. No, we did not. Hobbies, reading and visiting the library. Special skills, photographic memory. Oh, that's gonna be pretty useful. A girl of 11 years who has read more than 10,000 books, any of which she can recite word for word due to her powerful memory. Both of her parents were murdered by a teacher she had admired, causing her to develop a lack of empathy and trust towards others. She has a tendency to approach things from a third-person perspective. Okay, fine, it was third person. Ah, okay. So then the rest are everyone from basically to the left of Workaholic. So, oh, wow. Number 9. But, Inference 6, Analyzation 3, Inspection 4, Assistance 4, Movement 7. Gourmet Detective number 9. Cases solved, 78. Notable cases. The case of the sea turtle soup. Of course it's food related. Hobbies. Visiting rest stops. Special skill. Super palate. So like Arena from Food Wars? Additional notes. A woman with such exceptional olfactory and gustatory senses that she can even use them to infer the feelings of others. How the heck do you do that? With smelling like food? Okay. Since her youth, she has sampled every flavor imaginable, gaining both an immunity to and a taste for various poisons. She has a gentle demeanor, but detests killers above all for robbing people of the freedom to enjoy food. Her passion arises when saving lives and stopping criminals. Mystic Detective. Inference 5, Analyzation 4, Inspection 4, Assistance 8, Movement 8. Mystic Detective. Rank 7. Wow, they really had all the high-ranking members, aside from Bookworm, just wait at the lab while everyone else went to inspect the manor where all the action was happening. I thought you would probably diversify a little bit more. Everyone's supposed to be relatively competent, but still, maybe you should have sent some other people in our way to the manor. So cases solved, 92. He's ranked number 7. Notable cases: the case of the lycanthrope, which I think is some kind of wolf. I think. Hobbies: amulets, mainly dolls. Reading, special skills, occult investigation. So everyone's hobbies are just related to whatever alias they have. I was kind of hoping there would be one that's a little bit different. Additional notes: a veteran detective specializing in cases with a strong supernatural element. While investigating the case of the vampire, he scoured the globe far and wide for any and all knowledge on the occult. While he tends to suspect that unearthly forces are at play in his cases, it does not mean that he cannot separate fiction from reality, but rather that he is the type of man who does not exclude any possibility. When in a tranquil state of mind, his investigative prowess is first-rate amongst the members of the DA. Posh Detective, rank number 5. Inference 2, Analyzation 5, Inspection 2, Assistant 6, Movement 7. So Posh Detective number 5. Cases solved 203. Notable case. The case of the altered Mona Lisa. Of course. Of course it'd be something like that. Hobbies. Vegetable gardening. Fine art. Special skill. Aesthetic eye. Additional notes. A descendant of the world famous Pinkerton National She's a Pinkerton. Oh, okay. Of the world famous Pinkerton National Detective Agency founder. Haughty and conceited, she views Ideal Detective as her rival. Highly skilled in her own right, particularly in her sense of aesthetic, she was trained from youth to spot fakes and forgeries, a skill she boasts top accuracy for within the DA. Ah, that's what the aesthetic eye is. That's a pretty interesting skill to be able to tell fakes. She is, however, heavily reliant upon her organization, often struggling to display her full potential during solo investigations. I mean, that's not surprising seeing how she jumped the gun as well. And lastly, we have the Ideal Detective. Inference 6, Analyzation 4, Inspection 4, Assistance 8, and Movement 8. Ideal Detective, rank number 2. Cases solved. Whoa, is that a comma? 1098? How old are you? Unless you're like 50 and like do a case like a day. I mean, what? I mean, I guess technically if you do a case a day, that would take 3 years, but still 1,098 cases? Oh man, notable cases. Foiled bombing at the Tokyo government building. Foiled mass shooting in Akihabara. Hobbies, collecting cute accessories. Wow. Okay, I guess that's one of the hobbies that didn't match what people's other, you know, things were. Oh wait, do we get... No, okay, I thought maybe something's got updated, but she solved more cases than Senior, who was like significantly older. What the heck? Her special skill is Future Sight? What? So I guess we're going into the supernatural because that's not a normal skill. Though ranked second, her outstanding charisma leads others to consider her the de facto chief of the DA, a notion of which she approves. Influential in many circles, she serves as the face of the alliance in place of its creator, the elusive founding detective, Vidocq. The elusive founding detective. I'm still really suspicious of him because his name is mentioned so many times, but from the looks of it, we're not going to be able to see him. At least he's not going to be one of the detectives on the case. Her most valued skill is her Future Sight, which has allowed her to preemptively foil numerous crimes. She often consults law enforcement and investigators via video call, solving cases through the screen. Oh, that's why the number is so jacked up, because she can see cases before they happen, so it doesn't take so long. She can instantly solve them. And this is the last one we're missing, which is the Renegade one. So, for the most part, like I said, this is ranked by like rank essentially. So with a few exceptions such as the Gourmet, actually no, the Gourmet Detective is ranked number 9, 10, 14. This is going to be 20. And then, so other than the Bookworm Detective and the Armored Detective, everyone else is, and the Senior Detective, everyone else is in order from basically highest rank to lowest rank. Okay, that took a while, but I think that was necessary.
ピンカートン家の誇りにかけて、この私が必ずリーダーの座を奪って差し上げますわ。
I can't believe the Pinkertons are involved. I should have known. Ideal Detective doesn't flinch and merely smiles at Posh Detective's belligerence.
ありがとう、家族くん。君のような目的意識の強い部下がいてくれるおかげで、私は安心して危険な事件にも身を投じられるんだ。
Wait, she called her Kazoku-kun, which means family. Maybe it's not necessarily just Posh, but like, she's the family detective because her family is famous for being in the detective work.
もし私が敵にはめられて前線を退いた際は、探偵同盟をよろしく頼むよ。
不吉なことを言うんじゃありませんわ。この私を実績で上回るあなたほどの探偵が下手を打つわけないじゃありませんの。
She's just like, aw, it's nice of you to try so hard. I'll make sure that you take care of the DA if I'm ever gone.
リーダーの座を奪うときは実力で奪い取りますから、そのつもりでいなさい。我が宿命のライバル。
Oh man, she's such an Ojo-sama. I can just hear the whoa. Workaholic explains the situation to those who arrive from the facility. Once he's finished, Ideal addresses us.
君たちも目の当たりにした通り、探偵同盟本部最後の生き残りと思われていた老子探偵が何者かに殺害された。
The last surviving member. So everyone else outside of this room And the renegade is dead.
そして殺した犯人はおそらく探偵同盟の中にいる。
Oh, Among Us! This is like Danganronpa. Tensions rise across the room. Some detectives look at each other, while others turn their gaze at me. It doesn't seem like they're going to stop suspecting me anytime soon.
どうせそこの庶民が犯人なのでしょ。私の高貴な頭脳がそう囁くのですわ。
How? I guess you solve crimes that are, regarding fakes and whatnot. Can you tell that I'm not the real killer?
私も同意見です。状況を冷静に考えていけば、無能君以外に犯行は不可能でしょう。
庶民のくせにいいことをおっしゃるじゃありませんの。社畜探偵さん、もっと私を褒めたたえなさい。
Oh, man. I already don't like Posh.
褒めてはないかな。
はじめに最大の誤解を解いておこうか。そこの無能探偵などと呼ばれる彼は侵入者じゃない。私自らが直々に招待した。
She personally invited?
正式なメンバーだよ。
Why? Oh, So all these theories are forming in my head now because she's so friendly towards us. There's got to be a reason why. And because of the hydrangea eye comment and her different attitude towards us, I really am like just looking at her. She just looks significantly like younger than Workaholic, for example. I wonder if she's going to be the girl and maybe she ended up dyeing her hair as she got older. Because but like the thing is, we saw her essentially get sliced, but at the same time we also ran away, so we never actually saw her dead body being dead. she was still able to talk afterwards, so maybe they, I don't want to say brought her back, but there's just something weird. But like there's no reason to invite us unless they know us, because we're literally a nobody, unless we're something special that we don't know about. So I'm like thinking maybe she's related to the girl. Maybe she is the girl. I don't know. Watto also had the feelings like, no, it can't be. So like it's kind of, I don't want to say sus, but like it really makes you think that maybe they're connected.
リーダー自らが一体何のために？
Workaholic addresses the elephant in the room. Even I'm hearing this for the first time. I have no idea what she intends for me. As if sensing my confusion, Ideal's eyes met my own. Those hydrangea-hued irises implore me to trust her.
私が最も信頼できる存在をそばに置きたかったというシンプルな理由だよ。
Oh, okay, yeah, that's just solidifying my theory, because like we have never met this person in my life, but like maybe we have.
彼自身は覚えていないかもしれないが、私は過去に彼に命を救われていたな。その潜在能力を高く評価しているんだ。
Oh, but we didn't. We abandoned her, right? Maybe? I'm so confused.
島へ招いてほしいと老子探偵に頼んではおいたが、まさか拉致まがいのやり方で監禁するとは、さすがの私も予想外だったよ。
Workaholic's mouth hangs open as Ideal casually explains the unexpected. Which makes sense. This is an extreme mixture of business and private affairs. I can tell that he's in no state to even begin questioning her. Not to mention, I'm quite surprised myself.
命を救ったって何のこと？今初めて出会ったばかりだっていうのに。
Wait, this might be a conjured story, she said. She's making up to just let us off the hook. I think, though I feel like it might be true. I think it might be true, though. I have more questions than I can count, but at the very least, this does make me seem a bit less suspicious. Now's not the time to make any clumsy comments, so I stay quiet and let Ideal take the floor.
本当にそれだけかしら？疑わしい匂いが香るのだけれどね。
Oh my god. Gourmet is, let's just say she's probably gonna be the fan service character.
さすが美食くん、噂通りのいい鼻をしているな。いくらでも疑うといい。後ろめたいことなど一切ないからな。
無能くんが犯人でないとしたら、犯
犯人は誰なのかな。老師さんから連絡があった時、無能くん以外の全員が現場から離れた研究棟にいたよね。
いい質問だな、飛脚くん。君たちが無能くんを疑った根拠は例の連絡だろ。それこそが犯人の仕組んだ最初の罠だ。そもそも老師探偵からの連絡はこの地下室から発信されたものではないんだよ。
She's right. That message could have been recorded, and while his pad was still open, they could have taken it and then sent the message. Yeah.
あの連絡の直後にこの場所で老師探偵が殺されたのは間違いないはずですよねと。少女は純粋な疑問をリーダーに投げかけた。
わかったぞ。死後に電話させたんだな。ブードゥーの資料召喚の儀式を利用すれば確かに可能かもしれない。
Of course, you've got it. It must be the voodoo dolls all along.
オカルトノーミス野郎は黙っててくださいと妄言を口にする男性を少女は罵倒した。
I feel like that's gonna get old.
魔界くんの推理は当然誤りだが、
Of course.
死者に話をさせるというのはいい発想だよ。今試して分かったことだが、この地下室では通信が遮断され、外部への連絡など不可能だからな。
Oh, wow, I wish we knew that. That could have saved so much time.
なんですって？
The other detectives pipe up in shock. Does this mean that the senior detective was restrained somewhere other than the basement when he made the contact? That can't be right. There were 20 minutes between the message being sent and the detective's arrival at the manor. It would be impossible to drag someone down that narrow, wire-filled passage, not to mention dismembering them, in so short a time frame.
老師さんから連絡があったのは事実ですよね。地下室では不可能ならどのように連絡を？
He didn't do it.
気づいてしまえば単純なトリックだよ。
犯人は老師君の声を真似ていただけなんだ。今私が行っているようにな。
What? I did not expect that at all. I mean, I guess the voice recording was kind of like staticky, so even if it wasn't the clearest, it could be mistaken as him if someone was trying to attempt it, but like, that is not a skill everyone has. That's gonna be very difficult. Ideal detective sounds just like senior detective as she speaks. If my eyes were closed, I may have well mistaken her for the man himself. She's that skilled at impersonating him.
生体模写ですか。確かに犯人が私の推理通りの人物像なら可能ですね。
Honestly, they should have mentioned that in the report because man, that is quite a skill. They should have had like the additional skill in addition to future sight. But you can kind of see why she's so calm and like knowing about a lot of things because she can see the future. I don't know how she's able to do it, like if she's going to be able to choose what she wants to see or if she just gets visions or whatever. Because future sight varies per medium. It depends on how the mechanic works. But either way, it still gives her a leg up compared to the other detectives because she's the only one that seemingly has a supernatural ability. Vocal mimicry. I used to call that mimicry. Mimicry. I've heard about this historical skill from my mentor. It originated from Edo period theater. He told me how there were established modes of practice, and that in the DA, where disguises often came in handy, many were experts in the art. Though I doubt I could ever master it, no matter how hard I tried.
探偵同盟に犯人がいると言ったのはこれが理由なんですね。
With their special skills?
さっきの研究員たちの虐殺も老師さんからの連絡の偽装も探偵たちの中に裏切り者が潜んでいたなら十分に可能だ。探偵なら可能な犯行であるがゆえに逆説的に犯人は探偵の可能性が高くなる。
ああ、そもそも研究棟の探偵たち22名を全滅させるなんて外部の侵入者だけでは不可能だ。組織内部の何者かによる手引きがあったのは間違いないだろう。
Okay, so they were research facility detectives. Huh, okay. That does, I mean, I feel like that does make sense, but that's not going to be like the only way people can mass murder. I think it could have been done another way.
研究棟の遺体を発見した私たちはそのあまりの事態に混乱を隠せなかった。様子を伺っていた組織の裏切り者。
Wait, I don't know if my eyes are weird, but like, I'm currently looking at the ceiling and like, some of the lines just don't match up. Like if you, I'm gonna zoom in right now and just like pan across, but like some of these lines are just straight up not like connected correctly compared to the rest of the structure of the ceiling. I wonder if that's going to be relevant. Because like, you can see it kind of cut off in certain places and less in other places. I'll take a mental note of that. I don't know if it's just like some other error, but like maybe that's actually relevant.
この事件の犯人が電話で私たちの動きを操るのはたやすかったはずだ。天井をすり抜けてエントランスホールに行くよりもずっとね。
ちょい待ちちょい待ち、いくら探偵だからってうちには生体模写とか絶対に無理なんですけど。
その通りである。筋肉を鍛え上げてきた我であるが、生体は並。生体模写などとてもとても。
His eyes are now sad, like, oh, I'm not good enough.
ああ、普通ならばできやしない。だが今回私たちが対峙する相手は平気で数十人を殺害する機体の殺人鬼。私たちが推理のプロフェッショナルだとしたら、相手は殺人のスペシャリストだ。普通ならばできないことの一つや二つ、何食わぬ顔で成し遂げるだろう。
That's an interesting way of viewing this, because like, she's like, this person has killed so many people. They're skilled at this. They specialize in it. They might have like a secret power or even a supernatural power that like similar to how a lot of characters here have a very unique ability as well as, you know, future sight.
発想を自分の価値観に押しとどめるな。目的のためならば自分の肉体を改造し不可能を可能とする。それが殺人鬼というものだよ。
I wonder if her future sight is going to be like a supernatural ability, or if it's just maybe she has an extraordinary brain, and the way she inputs data, she's able to actually calculate certain outcomes and know things that are going to happen before they happen. So, yeah, there was something called like the Laplace demon, who's able to essentially tell you what's going to happen because they have all the information in the world and can formulate what's going to happen. So I wonder if her mind might be similar in that way, or if she legit just has a supernatural busted ability. Both of them fall silent at the ideal's words. Her persuasiveness holds a weight that brooks no argument.
リーダー、電話をわざわざ偽装するということは、ローシさんはあの時。
Yep, you did say half a day, so that makes a lot more sense.
ああ、すでに殺されていたか。もしくは電話などできない状態だったのだろう。
遺体をわざわざバラバラにしたのも八つ咲公の犯行を模したと思わせて犯行時刻を特定しづらくするためですか。巧妙なトリックですね。まんまと犯人の策略に乗ってしまい申し訳ありません。私もまだまだですね。
You gotta work even more, you workaholic. Workaholic hangs his head. Ideal smiles gently at him before continuing to speak.
地下室でローシ君殺害の準備を整えた犯人は彼のデバイスを片手に地下室を後にした。そして計画通り研究棟で調査中の私に連絡を入れた。そして老子探偵の遺体を発見させるために探偵同盟のメンバーを洋館へ呼び出したんだ。
待てよ、老子のおやつさんからの連絡はリーダーが録音してくれた音声を俺たち全員が聞いたんだぜ。
声の違いに誰も気づけなかったなんてこと科学的にあり得るんですか？
人間の記憶の特性だよ。人間の脳は構造上視覚情報の記憶が得意な一方で言語情報や聴覚情報の記憶は苦手としている。
That's not false. Like, for example, when you talk to someone on the phone, that's not necessarily how they actually sound like. Actually, me talking through this mic doesn't actually fully represent how I sound like. Sometimes it's just a crappy mic. Sometimes it's just the frequency that it delivers information. But it's through the intonation and understanding the way that other people speak that make you think that the other person is in fact the other person. So someone's able to copy that and maybe have it in like a same vocal range. It's possible potentially to actually mimic someone else's voice, especially through like electronic signals and whatnot, like a phone or through a video message recording.
そのため、親しい相手であったとしても、電話で声を聞いただけでは、正確に電話主を思い出せない例は珍しくない。
確かに、取引先の名前を覚える際、容姿や声と名前を結びつけると覚えやすいと言われている。文字や声。
電話で相手の名前を聞いた途端に記憶と声が結びつくことってあるわよね。それと同じ原理だと思うわ。
電話での振り込め詐欺がいい例だな。電話主に名前を先に口にされると、記憶と声に多少の差異があろうとも誤認してしまう。多少の声の違和感は通信の不具合が原因だろうと、自分で自分を都合よく納得させてしまうんだ。
And that recording of Senior was not clear at all.
そういえばさ、老子のじっちゃんからの連絡、マジで聞き取りづらさやばかったよね。あれって声の違いを隠すためだったわけ？
Honestly, I thought it might have actually just been him, but I think I took Techie at his word for it because he was like, "Oh, that's for sure his voice," and I was like, "I don't know if it really. I guess it sounded like him." I distinctly remember saying like, "I think it sounds like him, but I'm not sure."
おそらくは、すべてが作為的な連絡だったんだよ。
Let's take another look at this room. There are lights, 3 light bulbs in each light on the sides, and there are holes in the wall. Okay.
そこまで分かっているなら、呼びかけに答えなければよかったではありませんの？犯人の思惑通りに探偵を派遣するなんて。
信じたかったのさ。
For the first time, Ideal's expressions grow dark and serious. Wait. So if you... Wait, I need to reread this. Speaking of old man's message was so discreet. No. If you knew all this, then why respond to the summons, dispatching detectives to follow the whims of a killer? The gall. You want to believe it was him? Like, senior detective was the killer?
もし犯人が老子くんを演じているのなら、彼は電話などできない状態だということだ。
It means he
彼
couldn't
と生きて
speak.
再会することは叶わない。
It meant that I would never see him alive again. Oh, so she came here just to confirm, because if it is the worst case scenario, which now she has confirmed that it is, she has verified that, you know, Senior is dead, and she wants to believe that at the time Senior Detective was actually speaking, because if he was, then he might still be alive.
だから私は老子くんの生存に望みをかけて戦力を二分させることにしたんだ。洋館で罠が待ち受けていようとも無事なように、護身術に長ける武装くんと大和くんを同行させてな。
Oh, that's why they sent those two. Even though they're not as smart, they're physically able. So in case the culprit was actually here, and they would be able to protect themselves as well as the rest of the group, or maybe even catch them. You know, because for example, she sent Armor, and Armor ended up being extremely useful. She sent because he was able to cut through all the wires. She sent Rowdy because Rowdy had extraordinary senses to be able to smell like any other clues and whatnot, and those two end up being very helpful in this case. And Techie was also helpful. So was Doleful. Technically, the only one that was not like uniquely helpful was Workaholic. But the thing is, he was helpful in a different way. He was literally the minds behind this group. So maybe it was more thought out than I expected.
ただ推理の結果はご覧の通り的中だ。自分の推理力を今日ほど恨んだことはないよ。
Her mirthless, sorrowful laughter startles me. I realize now that those skill at deductive reasoning can also foresee the grim future. Ideal Detective predicted the death of her friend. The pain she's feeling must be greater than I can even imagine.
だが探偵の仕事は悲劇を嘆くことではない。悲劇の真相を解明し、陰惨たる結末を覆すことだ。
You know, I guess she might be like the personification of stopping a crime before it happens. I know, like, I don't know who said this. It might have been Sherlock. At least from what I remember. I know Sherlock from The Great Ace Attorney said this, but it's like it sucks that detectives they're only useful when crimes occur. It'd be the best if we were able to stop crimes before they occur, and she's able to do that because she's the ideal detective.
殺害された同志23名の無念は必ず晴らしてみせる。探偵諸君、私に協力してくれ。この島に集まった13人の力が合わされば、必ず八崎港の計画を阻止できるはずだ。
I realize that everyone else is silent, each of them listening intently to what Ideal is saying. It's incredible to think that they were all arguing just moments ago. In such a short amount of time, the strength of her abilities and resolve has gained the trust of her fellow detectives.
早速だが、みんなに調べてもらいたいことがある。詳細な指示はデバイスで送るから、今から伝える場所に各自赴いてくれ。
I wonder if we'll have a D-pad option here. Maybe we will. Right now, oh, yeah, we're at day 1 afternoon. Wonder how many days this game will take place.
私の頭に浮かぶおぼろげなる真実は、君たちの捜査が終わった頃には輪郭を得て、間もなく実相を私たちの前に表すだろう。
Oh, she already has a vague sense of what happened. Ooh, and we're investigating to either confirm it or prove it wrong.
さあ、探偵同盟の諸君。悲劇を覆すとしよう。
I guess they call her the ideal detective because she has all the makings to be the perfect detective, but despite saying that, she's not perfect. She won't know everything. Even if she does have future sight, she's still going to need the help of other people, but she's just able to do what other people are able to do as a role as a detective better than anyone else. Ooh, gameplay time? After receiving directions from Ideal Detective, the others begin to take their leave from the basement to begin their investigations. We have been divided into teams of 3, leaving Ideal Detective, Armor Detective, and myself with the crime scene, so we're with Ideal and Armor. Ideal appears to be deep in thought, so I decide to join Armor in examining the body. Oh, that's interesting. She decided to go with the 2 lowest ranking people because I believe Armor is the lowest ranking at 32 and aside from us at 100. True to the Quartering Duke's name, the victim's head, arms, and legs have all been severed away from the torso. The more I look, the more horrific the manner of death appears. It's so savage, I can't believe the culprit is even human. But the cruel truth is inescapable. What lies before us is a depraved work of not a monster, but a person.
無能殿、この遺体。いくらワイヤーを使用したにしても、断面が綺麗すぎる気がせぬか？
Ooh, clean cross sections.
断面？
Grudgingly, I take a closer look at the severed parts. They have been cut so perfectly straight, it seems unnatural. Oh, I did mention this before. I'm like, you should just look at the wounds to see if it's a wire. Surely a human body couldn't be that easy to slice clean through. Evidence acquired. Overly clean cuts. They have either a piece of bread or a slab of meat and just shows a cut. Okay.
いくらこのワイヤーの切れ味が優れているとしても、人の力で切断しようとすれば、途中で切断面にズレが生じると思うのだ。
That being said, I am not sure what could do that.
ハサミで紙を両断する際、何度もハサミを開閉すれば、それだけ切り口が歪むであろう？
そうですね。切り直そうとするほど微妙に歪んでしまいます。あれ？つまり犯人は人の力ではない別の方法でワイヤーを巻き取ったってことじゃ。
Oh, that's what they're saying. They're saying a person couldn't have like use a wire to squeeze and like pull the wire in order to cut off the limb. They're gonna use something else.
では、その方法とは、つまり
I'm kind of surprised. They literally just gave us the evidence. I thought we were gonna like go Ace Attorney or Danganronpa style where we kind of look around the room like with a crosshair and like, oh, look at the top or look at the bottom or look at this body.
つまり
全然わからぬ。
Come on, you're rank 32. I know that's the lowest one here besides me, but you're still higher than me.
僕もです。
Okay, I guess we're both useless. Both of our shoulders droop.
そういえば、なぜか天井から血が滴ってくるのだが、人間の血液は天井に届くほど 勢いよく吹き出すものなのか？
Finally, someone mentioned it. So, like, originally I thought maybe the body was squished, but if that happened, the body would not be there. It would be paste rather than still being, like, limbs. So, like, yeah, that's not it, Chief. But that does beg the question, why is there blood on the top? And I'm still looking at that cross-section. It looks weird.
本当ですね。天井にもべったりと血がついてる。どうしてだろう。
Evidence acquired. Bloodstained ceiling.
わかったぞ。
Eureka!
何が分かったんですか、武装さん。
我では力不足だということがよくわかった。やはり我には推理は不得意なのである。
My instincts as a detective tells me that we're not good at detecting. Ooh, what do you think about that?
素直な人だな。
I feel like some of these like sound effects are out of place, but that one was definitely not. That was on point. True to his appearance, armor really does fall on the bronze end of the spectrum. It takes all kinds to be a detective, I guess. However, being that I'm the top suspect in this case, his candor and utter lack of suspicion are a total relief. Though he does strike me as a kind of enigma somehow.
幾分かリラックスした様子じゃないか、無能くん。
Ooh, some more music now. Ideal approaches, visibly enjoying herself.
先ほどまでの怯え切った顔と比べると段違いだよ。まあ、あの顔はあの顔で愛くるしかったがな。
Uh-oh. Is she gonna be a sadist? Please, please no.
ミソウさん、考え事は終わったんですか？
ああ、推理の展望はおおよそ見えた。あとは証拠を得るために各自に指示を出すだけだよ。
I love how she's like, I know what happened, but I don't have the evidence, so it's everyone else's job to find it. We've only just started, and she's already pieced together the truth of the situation. I wonder if she's with us in the first case, because it is the first case. We're gonna need some help to get used to how to play the game, and so that's their way of making this potentially easier as a first case. Because in a lot of games, the first cases are usually the easiest, so that you can continue and grasp the mechanics of the game. With intellect like hers, it's no wonder that she's the de facto head and second highest ranked member of the DA.
理想殿は何故我をこの場に残したのだ。お主は我のサポートなど不要だと思うのだが。
Maybe it's to prevent other people from tampering with the scene, because you are clearly not it, because you're not the smartest, but you're clearly one of the stronger ones. I'm just thinking about like Ideal and the fact that she's number 2. So like that means there's someone above her. Is that just gonna be Vidok? I mean, he's the founder and clearly the highest ranking member of the organization, but they never actually said that he was number 1, so I'm wondering if there is another number 1.
ああ、はっきり言って推理力の面において私は武装君にさほど期待はしていない。
You stupid! Okay, 100%. Those are severely different eyes. Ideal gives a quick, straightforward reply, to the point where it's almost impressive.
だが、君ほど愚直に他者をかばう者はいない。武装君の性格は君自身が思う以上にチームで動く際にいい影響を与えてくれる。
Yes, maybe smarts, maybe in the low end, but teamwork 100.
今、無能君が落ち着いて推理に臨めているのだって、武装君に対して心を開いているからだろ。
I nod. She hit the nail on the head. I'm much more at ease now than when everyone was clustered around me earlier. It's probably due to how much I already trust Armor, as well as how confident I am that he would protect me from danger.
正直に言うとね、もうこの現場には調べるべき箇所など何もないんだよ。
So all of our investigative efforts were for nothing?
ただ、だからこそ断言できる。先ほどの君たちの推理はとてもいい方向に向かっていた。
Oh, I guess she's saying like, oh, you found all the evidence that you need to that quickly. Good on you, even though everything else beyond that is useless here.
推理が得意な探偵が他に一人でもいれば、きっと多くの事実に気がつくことができただろう。我々の強みはチームで行動していることだ。君たち二人が話し合いながら調査していたように、 足りない力は補い合っていけばいい。
Huh, that's a good way of looking at it. Because, like, on the other hand, Workaholic was like, we work differently. I will not be able to work with some of the members here because we simply do not think on the same wavelength. You're going to get in my way, I'm going to get in your way, let's work separately. And here she's like, we need the teamwork. Everyone has skills that others are lacking in. If we work together, we'll be able to find the truth. So although both are technically right, they're just viewing it at a different perspective. And this one is, at least from my point of view, this one is more productive.
この大切さを理解してくれると思ったからこそ、君たちには私のそばに残ってもらったんだよ。
You would understand how crucial this concept would be. Oh, okay. So the reason why she is technically right in this aspect that teamwork, makes the dream work, is because she's able to understand everyone's skills and put them in the right spot. Some people, like Workaholic said, some people cannot really work properly together. But if you can find the right people to work together, then the efficiency rises significantly. And that's why she's technically right in that aspect. Ideal's voices brushes against us with a gentle comfort. At this moment, I see her not as our mature, mysterious leader, but for the young girl she is, as if her mask has slipped off.
さて、他の探偵たちに指示を出しに行こうか。単独行動は避けたいから、二人もついてきてくれ。
Avoid moving alone. With that, Ideal leads us out of the basement. Oh, we're back here.
隠し通路前には誰もおらぬか。他の探偵たちはどこで調査をしているのだ？
探偵デバイスのマップ機能を使用するといいよ。
Now that the body's all alone, but I feel like because everyone's already investigated, it's no longer relevant. People can tamper with it, but people are also going to remember what the scene was like, especially with someone like Bookworm, who has seen the crime. She'll know if someone tampered with the crime scene because she has photographic memory. Oh, we have a map function on our D-pad now. As she speaks, Ideal shows us the screen on her own device.
私たちの
there we go.
と各探偵の位置が表示されているのがわかるか？このマップには位置情報の共有機能をオンにした探偵の姿が映る仕組みとなっているんだ。
Anyone who has a location sharing feature turned on will appear here, but that means that not necessarily everyone will be here. So this is the grid-based gameplay that I remember just hearing about. I don't know how this plays though.
デフォルトではオンになっているから、お手洗いへ行くときなどはオフにするといい。
That's a good point.
すごい。どこに誰がいるのか一目でわかる。
Oh, there are also numbers next to Posh with MP.
渋谷殿、社畜殿、大和殿が見当たれぬのだが。
ああ、彼らには外の見張りをお願いしたよ。犯人が外部に逃げた可能性も考えうるからね。
Wait, it was Workaholic, Rowdy, and Downtown. Okay.
なんだと？では、我も向かうのである。殺人鬼がうろついているやもしれぬ外を女性たちが歩むなど放っておけぬ。
Moments after shouting this, Armor rushes towards the entrance.
行ってしまった。
Wait.
社畜君もヤマト君もいるから平気だと思うが。まあよしとしようか。
He was like, no, I must protect, what was it, Downtown? And it's like, wait, there are other two other people there, you know? Well, let's leave it be. There are some other things I want to tell you alone anyway, incompetent. Ideal Detective continues her explanation.
このデバイスのマップには、実はさらに3つ便利な機能があるんだ。まずは探偵たちが怪しいと感じた場所、ミステリーポイントをマーキングする機能。
Oh, that's what the MP is. That's what the 6 is.
もし捜査に行き詰まった際は、マークの場所を推理するといい。それと、マップの色が変わっている箇所が見えるか？
Purple, yes.
それは私が個人的に怪しいと感じた箇所を色付けしたもの。エビデンススクエアだ。そのエリアのどこかに証拠品が隠れていると考えていい。そしてもう一つが、 各自の現在の行動を伝え合う行動の共有機能だ。試しにカーソルを文学探偵に合わせてみるといい。彼女が今何をしているのか一目でわかるはずだよ。
That's pretty cool, an information sharing tool. If I click here, oh god, okay. A detective next action, such as infer or inspect, will be displayed overhead. Ah, that's what the stats are for. Hover the cursor over a detective to see where they intend to move next.
暖炉に違和感を覚えたか。やはり文学くんはいいセンスをしている。
A fireplace.
だが彼女一人ではまだその意味に気づけないだろう。さて、無能くんに質問だ。自分では解けない謎に出くわした際、君ならばどうする？
I'll keep going until I figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. Get help! Persevere and continue searching. A real man never quits. Ask for help from fellow detectives.
先ほどの経験が早速生きているな。物覚えのいい子は好きだよ。
I wonder if she would have been like, I'm disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed.
私も君と同意見さ。自分一人で解決できない問題なら仲間の力を借りればいい。だが得てして探偵はプライドが高いものだ。いかんせん普段は一人での捜査が大半のため、多くの者は連携の経験が少ないんだよ。様子を見る限り文学くんもその一人だな。協力を促したところで無意味だろう。
じゃあどうすれば。
Ideal answers me with a smile.
介入してしまえばいいんだよ。彼らの推理にね。
Intervene on their investigation.
介入？
つまり探偵デバイスを通じて探偵たちに今とは別の行動を命じるのさ。
Will they listen?
近くにいる魔界くんが適任だな。文学くんの元に移動させ一緒に操作してもらおう。じゃあ指示をよろしく頼むよ。
Eh? I freeze up as she casually orders me to do something completely unexpected.
何を硬直している。可愛いやつだな君は。私になりすまして指示を出せと命じているだけじゃないか。
Oh wait, did she give us her D-pad? Now issue the command. Oh, I see. That's all? What Ideal Detective is asking for isn't so easy to just gloss over. Even so, her expression remains dead serious.
大丈夫だ。メールを送る感覚で行える。私のデバイスを渡すから指示してみるんだ。
どうして僕が？
未知への挑戦こそが探偵の本分さ。何事も経験だと思ってやってみるんだ。
Doesn't seem like I can back out of this one. I'll just have to try giving some instructions. Yeah, so this is why she's with us. She's our tutorial. And she already knows everything, so she can guide us through it. Intervene with detectives to reassign their independent plan to actions. Detectives left on their own devices will make errors, investigate alone, and generally act inefficient. Intervene with these individuals and make them work together in order to facilitate a more efficient investigation process. To have Mystic cooperate with Bookworm, simply move him to a spot beside her. 9 hours remain until annihilation? What the heck? Is this real time or like...
神に感謝だ。
So I click him, I can have him infer, analyze, assist, and inspect. So I'll have to move him to this spot and confirm.
見てごらん。
I am looking, and she is...
2人の推理力を出しても暖炉の謎は解けないことがわかるだろう。
See how with both their inference values combined, they're unable to solve the mystery of that fireplace. Their inference is... oh, they're 11.
そういう時には、
Oh!
連携が得意な探偵に指示を出すんだ。
Detectives are able to assist each other from adjacent positions. Any character who is making an inference already or plans to do so can be assisted. Assisting... well, actually, so here we can see Gourmet assisting Posh as well. Okay. Assisting lets you add a helper's assist value to an individual's inference value. Utilize this command properly to keep your investigations on track. Oh, so normally this would work because, normally this would make their value 11, but because his assistance is higher, he can actually add 8 onto the 6. and I cannot move.
いい指示だな。ときめいたよ。二人の推理力の高まりをぐいぐい感じる。これなら暖炉の真相にも容易に気づけるはずだ。さて、次はエントランスホールに視点を移そうか。
Wait, so what are the red spots on the map?
家
No!
族くんがシャンデリアの周囲を独占しているな。美食くんと飛躍くんは遠慮して彼女から離れているらしい。操作に遠慮は禁物だ。美食くんにはシャンデリアを家族くんと二人で推理をしてもらおう。
Each mystery point has a set amount of resolution points. You can uncover an MP's secret by reducing the RP to 0, advancing the investigation. Try having Gourmet Detective assist Posh Detective to reveal this MP's hidden mystery. Okay, so we'll have her move over to Posh. And then we'll have her assist, I believe. So right now her assist is 4, while Posh is currently her inference is 2, so that'll be
ど
perfect.
うかしたの？
Can't we just have her inference this? because she is,
甘味完
you know,
食。雨
she's
あら
already
れ
got an inference of 6.
エクセレント。早くも慣れてきたようだな。さて、飛躍くんにはどうしてもらおうかな。あの子の得意なスキルを知っているかい？
飛躍さんのスキル。
Danger sense. Discovering evidence, being timid. Oh, sure, discovering evidence.
その通りだ。探偵に欠かせない優れた観察眼を有しているな。
He's in the zone.
飛躍くんの最たる特徴は自分への脅威を引きつけてやまないその体質。その影響で事件の手がかりを発見しやすい。飛躍くんには体質を生かしてシャンデリアの周囲を調べてもらおう。私の推理では手がかりが残っているはずだ。
Near the chandelier. The ES contains evidence within. Detectives can find these hidden clues by performing an inspection. An inspection's... Oh, that's what the stat is. So now we have inference, inspection, assistant, and movement. We still need to understand what analyzation is. An inspection range varies within individual's inspection value. For example, Doleful is able to inspect up to 5 squares away. Oh, it's a range, like an attack range. Oh, that's kind of cool actually. Wait. Oh crap! No, I missed it.
どうしたの？
I accidentally pressed B at the last one. Can I see? I can't. No. Oh well.
いいね。
Respect.
理想的な指示だ。私も誇らしいよ。さて、チューニングは完了だ。そろそろ探偵ライブのスタートといこうか。
But what are the red lights on the map?
捜査開始の指示を出して経過を見守ろう。
Oh god, it's real time. Once the detective's actions are set, press plus to access the main menu and select Investigate or Preliminary. Upon selecting Investigate, the detectives you have intervened with will follow commands, while the rest will act independently. In Preliminary Investigation, only those you have intervened with will act. It is wise to begin with this, as it can uncover new mysteries or clues. So, Investigate is basically your choices plus the ones you didn't select to move on their own. Preliminary is only the ones that you have chosen will act. While we haven't intervened with Techie yet, there isn't much to do, so let's start the investigation anyway. So we told them to investigate. We got this thing. And where is Techie? So Techie is all the way here. Wow, okay. So if I click B to... Oh, I press start. Okay, so right now I need to do... Actually, if I go to options... Damn it, I was hoping it would tell me, some more stuff, like where the tutorials were. Oh, detective movement speed. Let's put that to fast. And, everything else seems good. Yeah. Let's look at the evidence. We have these two. And let's investigate.
この辺りを調査すればいいんだよね。
Oh, we have little cutscenes.
また転んじゃった。あれ？絨毯が切れてる。どうしてだろう。
Oh, okay. So in the entryway, where is right above the room, some of the carpet's been cut off. Okay, gotta remember that. Scrap of carpet. Oh, boost! Oh. Resolved.
ぜ私が協力しなければなりませんの？一人で十分ですわ。
Shut up and take my assistance.
まあまあ
You're gonna bite your tongue at this
上
rate.
等なお肉だってスパイスが効いてこそ美味しく食べれるものじゃない？家族ちゃんはこの私を自分の推理に美味しく生かしてくれればいいのよ。
I'm not helping you. I'm just making you stand out better because it's all your work.
確かにその通りですわね。さあ美食さん、私を引き立てなさい。
What a way of convincing someone.
このシャンデリアの傷、家族ちゃんちょっと見てもらっていいかしら。
何ですのこの傷。まさか犯人が老子探偵を殺した方法って。
Scratched chandelier. Where is it scratched? Boo! Oh. So something with the fireplace.
なぜあなたと一緒に推理などしなければならないのでしょうかと少女は不満げに唇を尖らせた。
I like how they're pairing these because like Posh did interact with Gourmet when we were in the basement. Bookworm did interact with Mystic when we were in the basement, and now they're like we're just continuing that.
まあそう言うな。父の胸を借りるつもりで推理してみろ。
No. Oh, that's not great. Her dad's dead.
暖炉というものはやはり趣があるな。薪を都度入れなければならないのは手間だが。
薪そっか。
There's something with fireworks. I mean, whoops, firewood.
そういうことですか。
She broke character.
少女は自分の抱く違和感の正体に気づいた。
Fireplace. A burnt glove, okay.
君の指示によって捜査が大きく進展したな。君は私が現れた際、探偵たちに協力を促していたが、あれは非常に的を射た発言だったんだ。探偵と警察の最大の違いは本来、組織だって行動せず、自分一人で解決することだ。あえて悪い言い方をするならば、自分こそが事件の主役だと思っているわけだよ。これでは探偵同盟最大の強みである有能な探偵たちが組織行動を取れる点が全く活かせない。あの八つ咲き子を相手取るのならば、そんな無謀な姿勢ではダメだ。我々が率先して協力を促していこう、無能君。
I wonder how this is gonna work because right now they're only listening to us because we're using Ideal's D-pad, but would they ever listen to us in the future if we use our own? Or are we always going to have to use Ideal's? Or is she going to tell everyone that what they have investigated is due to Wato's in contributions? He was actually the one giving the quote-unquote commands, and he's actually more competent than you would expect from him, having the alias incompetent detective. So maybe after this case, if we're able to significantly contribute to finding the truth, they'll start developing trust and listening to us.
僕なんて。
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. There's no way any of those detectives would follow what I say. Plus, they don't even need me. Ideal alone should be able to hold them together.
自分を卑下しがちな点は君の美徳であり、いずれ直さなければならない弱さでもあるな。
Ideal speaks as though she can see into my very soul.
ただ、歴史に名を残す指導者は得てして臆病者であると言われている。それは彼らが自身に何がなせるかより、むしろ何ができないかを知っていたからだろう。
Huh. That is... I've never heard that before. Interesting thought.
自分の弱さを知れば、強さもおのずと見えてくる。無能君もきっとそうなってくれるものと私は信じているよ。
どうしてあなたはそこまで僕のことを。
Oh god, her first face of like shock. She opens her eyes wide, fretting over something with an unfocused gaze. So he just said, why do you have so much faith in me?
まだ言えないというのは虫が良すぎるな。何かが起きる前に伝えておこう。私がこの場に君を呼んだ本当の訳を。
Okay. The elusive air around her now feels tense. I'm frozen in place as her hydrangea-hued eyes stare at me. My heart is hammering, and my body feels hot all over.
無能くん、私の名前は。避けろ、無能くん。
Whoa! Okay, she's totally the girl from 10 years ago. I think it was Saika. At that moment, a powerful force crushes me, and my vision goes black. What the heck? Someone suddenly leaps on my back, taking me to the floor. Oh, that's the renegade dude. My head spins, sparks explode behind my eyes, and my conscience grows hazy. Through it all, I can feel a strong pressure on my throat. As my voice involuntarily slips out, I finally realize that someone is strangling me. I can't breathe, my mind starts to phase, and my whole body starts to go pale. I flail about in desperation, catching nothing but air. If this keeps up, I know for a fact that it's going to kill me.
やめろ、下道探偵。
Gedo? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Renegade detective. Oh, get kicked.
大丈夫か、無能くん。一体どういうつもりだ、下道探偵。
デバイスのマーキング機能をオフにすれば、今みたいにいくらでも不意打ち可能だよね。
Okay, well, this guy is, interesting. I wonder what number is he? I'm gonna bet he's like number 3. Yeah. Yeah, actually, in our... I can't pause right now.
デバイスとにらめっこばかりしていると足元を救われるという懸念を伝えたかったんだ。許してくれ、ホームズ。
謝罪する相手が違う。この無能探偵深く、真摯に、心から詫びろ。速やかにだ。さもなければ、君の首のお守りが外れるぞ。
Or that charm on your neck will pop? Is he like a criminal but he's like smart, so they're using him in order to solve cases? But he's still a danger or a threat to other people?
OK。優先順位を間違っていたよ。Sorry.
The lanky man has a nonchalant air about him. He turns towards me and, wearing a fake smile,
俺は下道探偵。少しいたずら好きなだけの善良な探偵さ。
It's a joke.
好きな言葉は世界平和。趣味はボランティアだよ。仲良くしておくれ。
Oh, yeah, sure.
なんだか真剣な話をしていたからついチャチャを入れたくなってしまったんだ。ごめんよ。許してくれるかな？許してくれるよね。ありがとう。
He prattles on with his apology, finishing up with a cackle. I startle when... I'm not used to startle being a verb. Usually I am startled, but I startle when I notice a line of blood dripping down my neck. Is it really that funny to choke someone so hard that their nail rips their skin? I was genuinely prepared to die. How far is this guy willing to take a joke?
そんなに怯えた顔をしないでくれよ。そそられるじゃないか。
And now he's beaming at me, face flushed with joy. Out of all the detectives I've met, this is by far the most incomprehensible.
君の気まぐれはいつものことだが、今回は少々度が過ぎる。次に同じことを繰り返せば、リーダー権限で拘束するぞ。
Ideal's voice grows harsher as she steps up to Renegade. Renegade jokingly leaps back in an over-dramatic fashion.
わかったよ、マイホームズ。不自由はごめんだ。君の言葉に従うよ。
言ったな。では今回の事件について、君なりの推理を口にしてみろ。どうせ、君にも真実が見えているのだろう。
Oh, whoops. I was trying to click start, but I want to see what his profile's like. Renegade's eyes grow wide. He sighs.
やられたね。珍しくやけに怒ると思ったよ。初めから俺に自分から協力を約束させることが狙いかい？
当然だろ。感情に振り回される探偵は二流。一流とは感情を武器として振るうものを言うんだ。
Ideal smiles in triumph, so her harsh tone just now was a lie. I was completely fooled.
まあいいか。ホームズのレアな怒り顔を見られた対価だ。俺の推理を述べよう。
Okay.
この事件は純度が高すぎる。だから、 退屈で退屈でヘドが出るんだ。犯人はさぞ満足だろうね。ああ、美しくない。美しくないな。もっと殺しは醜くてさ、救いようがなくて感情がもつれてよどんで濁ってドロドロであるべきなんだよ。
Okay, this guy is...
それこそ心惹かれるというものさ。
This guy is a red flag. Oh, okay.
何を言ってるんですか？
His words were utter nonsense. What's more, he says it all so casually, as if he's telling a joke. Just listening to him makes my skin crawl. I'm not equipped to understand the person standing before me. Even the scene of the murder was less chilling than him.
推理するまでもなく中身が丸見えってことさ。絨毯の破片を調べてみるといい。俺の推理通りなら証拠が残っているだろう。
Okay, so we gotta check the carpet.
俺を楽しませてくれよ。未来の名探偵くん。
Future legend. He said future detective, but okay. And with that, Renegade taps my shoulder and departs.
変わった探偵だったろ？
はい。まるで。
Well, just tell me your name! I stopped myself just in time. It was like talking to a villain, but I obviously can't say that.
まるで悪人と話している気分だったろ？
Yeah, you said it, not me. Ideal speaks my thoughts for me without reservation.
その感覚は正しい。事実、彼は幼い頃に両親をその手で殺してしまっているんだ。
Ooh, dang. Oh man, that's messed up. I don't know much about him. I don't know anything about him, which is why I want to see his like profile. But something tells me that he's going to end up being a good guy, even if he's coming off like extremely antagonistic now. Something tells me that we're gonna get more context into that, and we're gonna end up sympathizing with him at the end. But the opposite could always happen too.
本物の殺人犯？それも両親をだなんて。そんな人がどうして探偵同盟にいるんですか？
Like, if I were to relate to Danganronpa, I'm getting Kokichi vibes from him. It doesn't matter if he did it as a kid. Letting him have this much freedom is unimaginable. Why was he led into the DA? I just can't fathom. It makes me suspect that he might even be the quartering duke.
理由は簡単さ。彼ほど殺人鬼の気持ちがわかる探偵はいないからだよ。その唯一無二の才能を生かし、私たち探偵同盟への協力を条件として一定の自由が許されているんだ。性格上、他の探偵と連携できないために序列こそ4位だが、推理力は私と同格と言っていい。
Rank number 4, but he's on par with hers.
まさしくその名の通り、世界で最も下道な探偵と言っていいだろうね。
Again, I find myself astounded by the diversity within the DA's personnel. Despite his past, he must be an outstanding detective now. He did give us advice after all, and even if he is terrifying, he surely has a talent for detective work.
仲間として信頼しないと。
I whispered this to myself, as if doing so will clear the dark thoughts clouding my mind.
さて、想定外の時間が取られてしまった。速やかに推理の大詰めへと取り掛かろう。
You'll get my name next time.
下道くんは絨毯の切れ端を調べろと言っていたな。こうしたエビデンスは的確な検証を行うことで事件を進展させてくれるんだ。
Oh, it spawns more.
近くにいる探偵だと家族くんや科学くんが検証の専門家だな。家族くんに指示を出してみよう。
Posh and techie. Okay. 8 hours remaining until annihilations. Oh, so the hours are essentially the Wait, why is there an X on the someone's name? Someone is currently investigating something. Oh, it's Dolfo, okay. And wait, why is there? I don't understand why there's an X though. Actually, no, it's not Dolfo. I'm not sure if I quite understand this. But so right now in that case we have to get Techie to come over.
僕が解決しましょう。
Or not. No, have Posh analyze. Okay. So click Posh.
ピンキートン家の誇りにかけて。
Oh, I can't do anything with
家
her.
族くんね、美食くんと連携させたことにへそを曲げて、私からの連絡を遮断してる。
Oh, it's Posh, but she has an X because. Oh,
こ
okay.
れでは介入できないじゃないか。家族くんは本当に面白い子だよ。
それじゃどうするんですか？
探偵たちはプログラムでなく人間だからな。このように介入ができない探偵も当然いるさ。だからこそ指示する側の人間には臨機応変な指示が求められる。例えば今回なら科学くんへ指示を出すようにするとかな。科学くんならこの証拠品も的確な検証を行えるはず。さあ絨毯の切れ端の検証を命じるんだ。
When the icon above the detective turns red, you will be unable to intervene with their action. These individuals will decide actions on their own, so prepare for trouble and respond accordingly. Evidence you collected can be analyzed. Each piece has an assigned difficulty level. Higher levels require higher analyzation values. Oh. Note that items require an MP do not require additional analysis. Wait, what? Required from an MP. Okay. I thought we got the carpet from an MP. No, that was from the chandelier. My bad. Evidence from an ES, however, must be analyzed by a detective of sufficient ability. We click him. Analyze. Oh, he doesn't even have to be there. So yeah, scrap of carpet. Perform a preliminary investigation to have Techie analyze this evidence. Use preliminary investigation to stall time and keep tabs on the other detective's actions. So right now they want to show us how to use preliminary. Right now we can't really do anything with the other ones. So I'm kind of curious though, like what is that red space? Can I move her? Nope, not in the tutorial, you can't. Oh, I want to see the evidence. So part with the carpet. Corner of the carpet that's been sliced. And that's it. Okay, so preliminary, go! Analysis complete.
この絨毯の切り口、科学的に考えるならあれを使ったとしか説明がつかない。早くエントランスホールの床を調べないと。
エクセレント、やったじゃないか。新たに推理すべき箇所が見つかったぞ。
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So that's the loop of this grid-based system. We find evidence, we analyze it, we find more evidence, and we analyze it until we have sufficient evidence.
猶予は残り少ない。家族探偵に指示ができない中で、あの箇所を推理するならどうすべきか。わかるか？
What should we do to draw an inference on this new point of interest? New MPs and ESs will appear as the detectives advance the investigation. It is recommended to do a preliminary... Whoa! What the heck? Oh man, that really sucks. I didn't even touch... What? I'll be right back. Oh god, I'm all the way back here. Oh no, I want to finish the investigation. Oh, I guess I'll have to do this. Oh, here's the thing I missed before. Inspections range varies within the individual's inspection value. For example, 5 squares away. Try to intervene with doleful to have an expected... Actually, no, was that the same? I forgot. I may have... I don't know. I messed up. Okay, so I'm back at where I was before. Hopefully the game does not crash. Intervene on Gourmet and Doleful to have them infer about the mystery point. Gourmet and Doleful. I can still interact with Gourmet. And if I bring them here... I can bring Dolfo probably right. Oh, you can put them across from each other and it'll still work. So right now this MP is 9, her investigate inference is 4, or is 6, so this should work. So if we do that, they both infer.
捜査の結果が楽しみだよ。ああ、そうだ。移動していない探偵がいて向かってほしい場所がある場合は指示を出しておくといい。今回の場合検証しか行っていない科学くんなどがいい例だな。謎はエントランスホールに集中しているんだ。
He's like, I found it. I gotta bring it to someone else. A detective who hacked it but did not move may do so in the following preliminary investigation. Preemptively move individuals to the next point of suspicion to further aid your investigation. So I click move, and I can move him through the door. Ah, move speed matters here.
今の通りだよ。これで次にエントランスホールで何かしてほしい行動がある場合、行動が遅れずに済むだろう。
They're basically saying like you might as well move since you're not doing anything.
でももう推理すべき謎もなくなりますよね。
さて、それはどうかな。推理の結果を楽しみにしておくといい。
Ah, okay. She's like, oh, I can see the future. You better listen to me.
それと、もし手持ち無沙汰な探偵がいたら、ひとまず周囲を調査してもらうのがおすすめだ。
The red things?
事件とは無関係ではあるが、面白いものが見つかるかもしれないから。さあ、準備ができたなら、探偵たちに捜査開始の指示を出そう。
Upon starting an investigation, those you haven't intervened with will perform preemptive actions. If you notice any idle detectives, it's a good idea to check what actions they can perform. Detectives who don't act can relocate to any space on the map. So to do so, select move, then press Y. Be aware, however, that a detective will be unable to act after a map-wide movement. Ah, so if I click move, I can move her like that. They can travel throughout the entire map, but they can't move afterwards. In that case, I wonder what would happen if I moved her like here, for example, to look at this. I don't know if that'll be useful, but I am curious. We'll move him here, and can he do anything? Can he infer? No. Analyze? There's nothing that needs to be analyzed. Inspect? Alright, we'll put it at that, okay? And select investigate. Let's see what happens. I should share it with the others. This information seems useful. New keyword unlocked. Alright.
この床、よく見ると床板同士に隙間ができているわね。この隙間のおかげで音が下に通りやすいのかしら。
A gap between the floor, so maybe it's possible that he got attacked from outside.
この隙間ならワイヤーだって通すことができるはず。犯人が死体をバラバラにした方法ってもしかしたら。
Floor gaps, okay. Oh, there we go.
やはりな。床の隙間と絨毯の切れ端の関係性を紐解いたことで、入り口の扉付近にミステリーポイントとエビデンススクエアが出現した。
But the MP has a lock on it.
科学探偵にエントランスホールへ来てもらっておいて正解でしたね。
そうだろ。一つ謎が解ければ新たな謎が生まれることもあるんだ。肝に銘じておこう。さて、次は私は口出ししない。君が一人で探偵たちに指示を出してみるんだ。
無理ですよ。
無理じゃない。ここまで君は私の期待通り素晴らしい指示を見せてくれたじゃないか。
No.
さあ、次は私の期待を超えてみせてくれ。君がその手で複雑怪奇な事件を紐解くんだ。
Her hydrangea eyes bore into me. I really wish you would just stop describing the eyes, rendering me speechless. She's serious. Her gaze holds no mirth, only anticipation. The chief of the DA is looking to me, an utter incompetent. If I turn back now, how will I ever be an exceptional detective?
やってみます。期待を超えてみせます。
ありがとう。では私に見せてくれ。君の推理を。
I look at the D-pad, the gears in my brain whirring frantically. Some mystery points are locked. You can access these MPs by solving other MPs beforehand or analyzing evidence. The detectives will still attempt to investigate locked MPs, so be sure to analyze whenever possible. Let's see, 7 hours. So if I recall, I can still act as her, so inspect. Curious. And I can't mess with her because she's stubborn. Move here and inspect. Okay, there we go. So we have the evidence point. I'm kind of curious. I want to move her to here to analyze this next turn. I'll leave Dolfo to their own. Or yeah. We'll move this dude here to inspect this. In that case, I think I have all of the... I think I have all of the red lights. Except from... Yeah, all the red lights covered next turn. So right now, I need to inspect. Actually, I'll move Dolfo like a little bit closer to here. So we can actually do stuff. And I think I'm done. So let's, preliminary. Very interesting, mused the girl, imitating the genius physics professor of a certain show. Whoa! Wait, what is this? A switch in the wall? There is a separate one for the lights, so this must be for activating something else. Evidence required. Wall switch. I'll have to analyze it next time, probably. And now, can't really do anything, right? I guess investigate. So right now I need to investigate or analyze something, but I can't seem to do it. So I'm just gonna investigate. 6 hours remaining.
お姉さんに何かご用？
I want One-san to
おや
inspect
つはどこか
this.
しら？
Mystic to investigate
オカルトの
this.
仕業だ。
I want Techie to analyze the wall
何
switch.
か妙ですね。
We'll move Dolfo over here for not much reason, to be honest.
ついてみせた。
And I think I'm done. Preliminary.
良好だな。
This information seems useful. I should share it with the others. Oh, it's gonna be the same thing. Now this is a juicy bit of intel. Let me share it on my D-pad. Analysis complete.
科学的に考えましょう。
The switch winds up the chandelier's chain back up, suspending it from above. Were you to utilize that potential energy? Oh,
見事だ。今のようにそれまで推理できなかったミステリーポイントがエビデンスの検証によって推理可能となる例も少なくない。推理するにはどんな情報が必要かよく見極めていこう。
Now that should be open with the appropriate MP. MP of 13, so we're gonna have to get people over here, ideally. I'm just gonna end the turn so I can get people to start moving back. -2. We'll get One-san to head over here in a better position, hopefully. I'm just gonna move everyone to like walking distance of the what seems to be the final MP of this part because I can't really do anything else, you
少女は
know.
黙したまま。
All right, let's investigate. Four hours remain. Okay,
どうかし
with
た
the
の？
last bit of
匂
investigation,
いの正
we
体
should
調
be
べ
able
ちゃうわ
to,
ね。
you know, succeed.
脳がないんだ。
Okay, this should be good. Investigate. Boosto.
たわいない謎でしたわね。
The door drops the trap, and the switch lifts it, allowing it to be repeated, using such a lovely fixture for a nefarious purpose. How vulgar.
うん？
I see. There'd need to be a special something installed on the ceiling, then. I'll go up to take a look, Posh, since you haven't realized it yet. Entrance door. Oh, investigation has completed. Let's go to the results. Turns left 4, residual thoughts, and keywords. We got D-pad, foiled bombing, Q incident, and foiled mass shooting in Akihabara. Okay, well, that was pretty long. I think my game crashed in the middle of it too. I think we did a decent amount today. We got well, we didn't exactly clear ourselves, but we are no longer the prime suspect. We're in fact working together now, and we've met the rest of the cast, at least the major other characters that come into play. So, you know, that was a fruitful episode. We learned the game mechanic as well. Honestly, I was afraid that it was going to be boring and like just weird SRPG stuff, but I'm actually kind of liking it. It's kind of an interesting way of using their skills in order to find evidence. It's essentially condensing all the investigation in a lot of these like mystery games into just one board. And honestly, at the moment, I'm kind of digging it. It's not too complicated. It's still some like RPG elements, and it's kind of, I mean, I'm sure it'll get like better as the game goes on. Hopefully it doesn't get extremely annoying. But so far, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. But we'll continue with this first case next time, and hopefully find out the truth behind this, what was it called, dismembering detective case. But until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!